Hello guys, welcome to a video here. So today I wanted to show you guys on how I make my slow skit and instrumental music videos from the other creators. So I wanted to show you what that looks like. I don't think you guys are real intention about doing a tutorial, but I figured just for anyone out there who was curious and didn't really say anything, I figured I want to make one to show you guys how. So the first thing that I have open here is this site called CNVVNMP3. If you never heard of the site before, I will say you're definitely missing out. This site has helped me out over the years when it comes to turning songs into files. And look at this. If you'll see over here, there is supported sites as well. So just about anything you can think of. They don't got Snapchat, sadly, but they have whatever you might be using. YouTube videos. So this is for videos and shorts, TikTok videos, Reddit videos and GIFs, Instagram reels, TikTok, Facebook videos, Twitch clips, and you can and Twitter videos too. It's like I will say, it's definitely pretty cool. This has helped me out with TikTok too. If you guys have been checking out on my other TikTok on Tiki's Gang Sim Chat, I go over to the TikTok section and then I input the link and download it, and that's how I do my flashbacks and stuff. But I will say though, this has definitely helped out, and you can change what you want, whether you want just the audio or if you want video and audio. I usually do video and audio. Although I'm just gonna use audio eventually anyways, but I like to have the video and audio as well. It really does help out. And then there's a link section so you can input whatever the link is. These are some examples of previous links I've had. These are for upcoming songs I'm doing for Green Harmony. So make sure you're keeping up with the channel if you wanna see more with that too. I have upcoming songs. So I've been looking through and finding Green Harmony songs that don't got a slow version or not the one that I was hoping for. So I'm making sure those will get uploaded. The next thing I use is over here. So this is Ganglog. If you haven't heard of this site, I recommend you check it out. This is a splitter auction here. So the splitter auction helps out here with putting what I got from MP3 to a converter. So when I put this and put it into MP4 and downloaded it through a file, I click on import a new song, and what that does is I can just go to Stringlogs, and then I have a cakewalk section here, and then I click on lyrics, which is where I mainly get the songs. And then these are examples. I have a lot of folders, so I'm going to show you. I got ATs, BTS, not that one, NCT, P1 Harmony, Stray Kids, DXT, Extraordinary Heroes, and then I have whatever is remaining here. But these are what I have here. I've used these all, whether it's for my own sakes or to go on the channel here. I'll use these as an example. And the fun thing with Ganglog 2, there's different sets of tracks you can use. Most of these are for Korean users only. I have Korean, so I'm usually able to. Now, the reason I have Korean is because I use the site so much, so I figured this can be worth it. Like I said, there's only a couple options you'll have if it's free. I believe it's these three. I believe from what I remember, it's 2 tracks, 4 tracks, and 3 tracks if you're not Korean. Other than that, I think the rest is Korean. I did at one point have the free version for Ganglog until I found out that it wasn't really worth sending more to have the free version. Now here when looking at the song, this is a great example. This is one of my upcoming songs I'm doing for P1 Army. This is the Wasp song with Intact and Jungseok. Down here, there's a loop option, so if you're playing the song, you can loop it. I've been playing it recently until I can get it uploaded on YouTube. And then there's different pitches and different speeds for the song. I try to stick with 0.85, but back in the day, I sticked with 0.75. Nowadays, though, I feel like 0.75 is a little too slow for me, so I do 0.85. And I'm sure you guys would agree too, it's definitely perfect speed. And then these are the pitches here for the song. There's many different pitches. They go all the way from -12 all the way up to +12. It depends on what you're feeling. I usually try to stick within the -1 or the +1 range, because usually a lot of times, most of the time, people don't have that kind of pitch up there. So I usually do that because a lot of times people don't have it. I will say though, there was an instance where someone had put up the -1 for one of the songs. technically this one was getting lover by Hyunjin, Jin of Stray Kids. That I didn't expect, but a lot of times just know that I use this one here. And then you can change how loud you want your tracks, so whether you're using vocals, drums, bass, or others, or if you're on a different set of tracks, it depends on how much. Like I said, I believe it's only these three here that are available if you're using the free version. If you're already using Premium though, then all of these should be available. And then I wanted to talk to you about these sites here. So I did go a little bit on these. These sites are how I upload the sounds. So what I can do is go to Ganglog and I can click on download stems. So whether I download NIDI or audio, that depends. But I usually will download audio. So I click on that and then you can select the tracks that you want downloaded. You can also unselect them. So if there's certain ones that you don't want downloaded. But mainly when I'm making the versions of the songs, I usually just keep them all because I would need everything for that. Then clicking over here, I'll show you CapCut and then I will show you ClickJump. So CapCut here, I use this site quite a lot. I use this not just for this channel here, but also my Tiki's Games and Chat channel for TikTok as well. I use this to input songs in case anything needs editing, or if I'm doing this song, I add the picture in, and then I add the sounds right below it. Usually that way there's something there. If I put it in a plain black background, it won't really look too good, so I usually try to leave it like this. Now here's ClickJump as well. This one I actually am planning on using to get this song up. Alright, there, it loaded. So fun thing here is I was able to zoom in the picture all the way. So this picture actually ended up being vertical, but I was able to turn it horizontal, and then I can zoom it in like this. And then I put the sounds underneath, so there's vocals, drums, other, and bass. That's usually all I will need, but you can use whatever you want to use for it. And then there's this. That's the whole song there. And then when I'm done, let me close my other monitor. Right. So over here, this is where then I can upload the song here, as you guys can see. Now you are noticing a lot of copyright stuff, and you're probably wondering about that, but I don't really need to go into depth. I just put this out mainly for you guys and for me as well. So I'm not necessarily worried about viewing or anything like that. I know for a lot of people, viewing is a big thing if you decide to do something like this. But for me, I just put it out because I want you guys to be satisfied and happy with what you're seeing. And not only that, but even for me, because there are some songs that when I listen to them and I look up to see whether there's a slow or Sped version for it, I always wish that there could be for it. And the way I do that is doing what I was showing you guys. These are a lot of examples here. I have these plus many more pages. If you are looking at the channel, you will see there's quite a lot here. A lot of times I've done Stray Kids, but I've done other stuff too. Anthrax, Monster X, DWS, ATs, X Scenarios, etc. There's been a lot. I've even done some 17 songs too. These are great examples here. If you ever do look at the channel, you'll see all this here. And then if you go back to the beginning, I do have some gaming stuff as well. I did used to do this. I will say though, I stopped because I felt like gaming didn't make sense for the channel. But I do have another channel for that, which is Tiki Lakita. So if you go check there, you will see my gaming content. And all of the socials I have in my bio/account section, so if you ever decide to look. This one here has actually gotten me quite the views here. I will say, this is the one song that got me the most views, if you ever are looking. 16,508 is what I got for this one. Now, like I said, I don't usually care about views. I'm not worried about likes or anything. I will say I kind of do, but in the sense of just like, as long as one person is seeing it, then I'm happy. Because that means that one person notices I'm there. Alright, well that was just a little bit of a tutorial I wanted to give on that. I don't know that you guys were exactly asking for it, but I figured you guys needed it. And especially knowing that it's been a couple years, I figured it's about time for that. So there. Now that you know, there's a tutorial. Like I said, the links will be left in the description for this. So this will be there. I'm obviously not linking this channel here in the description because you're already gonna see it there. And I will have my socials in the about/bio section. So if you want to go look there, you'll see that stuff there. Alright, well, keep up with the channel. I will have more King with Harmony songs coming out at some point today, so keep up with that. And see you guys later. Bye.